The objectives covered will be to identify common state fire marshal violations, the violation correction process and the fire and emergency evacuation drill process. Here are the top 10 violations seen at the university. The number 1 violation is extension cords used as permanent wiring, followed by daisy chaining, or in other words plugging one power strip into another. Number 3 is blocking exit doors, then furniture and exit corridors that block clear egress width. Number 5 is excessive storage that blocks access to fire alarms and electrical panels. Number 6 is unsecured gas cylinders and the improper storage of them. Number 7 is the improper storage of flammable liquids. Number 8 is storage within 18 inches of a fire sprinkler head. Number 9 is propping open fire doors. And number 10 is unapproved portable heaters. Extension cords. Following the red arrows you can see examples of extension cords usage here on campus. While extension cord usage is a common household practice at a state university, they are only to be used temporarily or 30 days or less. Extension cords come in all shapes, colors, and sizes, so it is important to remember that if it does not contain a circuit breaker, an on and off switch, then it is considered an extension cord. Even the more modern types as seen in the picture in the top left-hand corner is an extension cord. In the picture to the bottom left-hand corner daisy chaining is shown, which is also prohibited. Be aware of your work area and look to see if any extension cords are present. Also regularly check electrical cords for defaults such as frays, brittleness, or broken wires. Never place electrical cords in high-traffic areas where they can be damaged, stepped on, run over by equipment, or pinched by doors. Most importantly, never daisy chain power strips and electrical cords, or in other words plugging one into another. To stay compliant, one must remove any seen extension cords from the area. Another option is to contact facilities to have additional electrical outlets in the area by completing a space impact form. Before doing this, see if there are any other extra outlets needed in the building and put them all on the same form. Power strips come in to lengths up to 25 feet, and as the red arrow points out, it must have a circuit breaker to be considered a power strip. Proper clearance. Items must be cleared away from the exit door. Corridors and hallways must have a clearance of 36 inches. Electrical panels are used in emergencies and must be cleared at all times. Placing signs reminding occupants of the rules can be a help. Electrical panels and firearms should be accessible at all times. A minimum of 3 feet clearance should be given for access to emergency and electrical equipment. Storage. Storage in buildings that do not have fire sprinkler protection must remain 2 feet below the building's ceiling. Buildings that have a fire sprinkler system must keep their storage 18 inches below each fire sprinkler head. Shown as an example of storage that is too close to the ceiling. Here is an example of storage clear of the fire sprinkler head. Improper storage in mechanical rooms. Mechanical equipment rooms may only have filters and other material in the room necessary for the operation of the equipment. But make sure these items do not block egress. Following the red arrows we can see items that do not belong in this mechanical room. We see paper towels at the top, and trash bags and a shop vac at the bottom. Fire doors. Fire doors protect openings in walls and exhibit a fire rating. Fire doors are required to remain in a closed position. Any door that has a closer should not be held open by a doorstop or any other item. You can identify a fire door if it has a label similar to this one on the side of the door. It will tell you the rating time. This one has a rating time of 20 minutes. That means it is rated to contain a fire behind it for 20 minutes. These are all unapproved methods. Fire doors should not be held open and nothing should be in the way impeding the door from closing. If a fire door must stay open, there are proper methods that are available. Proper hold-open devices are magnetic and tied in with the building's fire alarm system. Smoke detectors are usually installed on both sides of the door. The doors must release and close upon fire alarm activation and detection of smoke. Here are examples of two different types of approved hold-open devices for fire doors. There are two instances when door stops can be used. One being in an office area during the time when faculty is in consultation with a student. And the other being when the exterior doors that open to the outside air may have door stops to allow for delivery of supplies. Gas cylinders. All cylinders must be secured to a wall or on an approved cart at all times. One additional cylinder may be stored in a lab adjacent to the cylinder it will replace. Empty cylinders must be removed from labs, studios and shops. Cylinders must not block exit routes from the building. Cylinders must be strapped at 3/4 the height of the cylinder. As we see in these pictures, these cylinders are not strapped and are in violation. Liquid storage. Flammable and combustible liquids must be stored when not in use and at the end of workdays. Quantities that exceed a day's supply, usually a gallon maximum, must be kept in flammable storage cabinets. When leaving an area, store all flammable liquids in approved container storage areas. These pictures show examples of flammables that were not put up at the end of the workday. The picture to the right also shows open containers that are unattended, which is also a violation. Portable heaters. Portable heaters at present are allowed in university buildings but must meet the requirement of being able to turn itself off if it is tipped over. The State Fire Marshal looks for proper clearance around portable heaters, and all units must be turned off when the area is unoccupied. Plug all heaters directly into an electrical wall outlet. Do not plug heaters into power strips or extension cords. Doing so could cause the extension cord to overheat or require too much current from the wall outlet and cause a fire. These pictures show small fires and burnouts caused by portable heaters that were not properly used. Facilities discourages the use of portable heaters for the following reasons. Heaters can interfere with a building's air conditioning system. They create electrical problems, they can trip breakers when other appliances are used, and they cause business interruptions when electrical circuits are tripped. USF and State Fire Marshal compliance. State Fire Marshal and USF policy requires violations to be corrected within a 30-day time frame. Violations that exceed 30 days must have a corrective action plan submitted to EH&S indicating the projected date of completion. EH&S monitors the completion of all violations and corresponds with the State Fire Marshal. EH&S prefers that you write on the State Fire Marshal report deficiency line the corrected date for each violation. If the violation cannot be corrected within the 30-day time frame, please note the projected completion date on the deficiency line of the report. You must submit the State Fire Marshal report to EH&S via scan, email, or campus mail within the 30-day time frame. Granted, some violations require budgeting for correction. For example, fire sprinkler system installation, exit sign installation, and program issues. EH&S may send a corrective action form for your use with the State Fire Marshal report. Evacuation drills. Florida statutes, fire code, university policy require an annual fire drill equipped with a fire alarm system. Please follow and share the USF fire and emergency evacuation procedures found on the EH&S website under Fire Safety and Evacuation Drills. This will help with orderly evacuations. Once the drill is over, solicit comments from building occupants regarding drills, procedures and fire alarm system deficiencies. Complete a fire drill evaluation form and complete a copy for yourself and EH&S. In summary, you should now be able to identify common fire code violations and correct them when first observed. You should be able to understand the corrective action process required by the state fire marshal. You should know the fire and emergency evacuation drill process. And remember to use EH&S Fire Safety as your resource to answer any questions you may have. EH&S can be reached by phone at 813-974-4036. Our location and mail point is CRS 104. You can also visit our website. For all after-hour emergencies, please call 911. Thank you for your participation. Go Bulls!